Hello, hi, how you doing? Hello, hey there, hi, how you doing? Yeah, we here, we in the building, we up for another one. Uh, I will just, I will just wait for y'all to slide, slippity slide on up in here. In the meantime, in between time, you know what? I can get these tunes ready while I'm waiting on y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now what? Or is that already something I'm doing? No, that's just jungle tech. Am, am, am. Doop, 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 doop. Ooh, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Huh. No, there we go. Bomb. Save. Bomb. 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 Boom. Let's see what we got. Oh, y'all came. Y'all pulled up. See, I was busy. I was doing stuff because y'all wasn't here. Um. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you already saw that. Yeah, yeah. We still in it for some strange reason. Oh, we done made some deals and got some receivers and tight ends and things. And why didn't you just do that at the beginning of the year? I'm like, what the? Anyway, what up, Gray? Okay. Yes, yes, I is. Let me let me grab one of these. Bomb. Okay. Add it down. See if we can add one more. Oh, that's my jizzy right here. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Beats, courtesy of you, man. So let's rock. Let's rock with that for right now. Okay. What we got here? What we got? Diabolical. See? Got it. Got the tone slapping in the building. Hey, King, how you doing? I don't want to drag it out because now that's become a thing. How you doing? How you doing? And Diesel, dang, y'all pulling up. Hey, all right, let's get into it then. Yo, y'all in the building. Okay. First thing first. First thing first. Worst come to worst. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Um, is this the X-Men movie you've been waiting on? Is that the X-Men movie you've been waiting 17 million bajillion cotillion years to see? Is that the respectful rendition of the X-Men, or what they gonna call it, the X-Women? the X days, the X thems. What is has being inclusive gone horribly wrong? Sounds the hell like it. What y'all thinking about this right here? I'm on the sides. I like being on the sides over here. So what are y'all thinking about this? How are y'all feeling about this? How does this fit in your soul that they pushing, and it's already more than obvious that Marvel Studios is disingenuous as hell? You know what I mean? They're not doing this to be inclusive because there ain't even that many women watching the MCU. At least it seems like it ain't, because if all of this stuff like Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk and the Marvels and all of this was for them, why they ain't pull up? So you gonna double down on that error and try to push this agenda knowing it ain't the freaking movie. Everybody telling you, just like all of these articles and videos and stuff went up on social media when y'all was like, hey, we gonna kill T'Challa off. How y'all feeling about that? And then the Stephen Fetchits and Uncle Tom didn't know no better and was like, that's a wonderful idea, folks. We should do that. Yeah, kill T'Challa. So now they coming with another harebrained idea. We gonna make X-Men all about the women. Why? Forget how, Sway. Let's talk about why. Bruh, this is what they trying to push. I mean, it's like they call it the X-Men. When they first started, one woman. Okay, call them chauvinist, call them misogynistic, call them whatever you want to call them. But at one point, I believe in the late 80s, there was an X-Men group that consisted predominantly of women. If I'm not mistaken, it was Storm, Psylocke, Dazzler, Rogue, and I want to say Long Shot or something like they threw Long Shot in there edgewise weird. But see, that's my thing. Is that what we looking for? Because my thing is balance it. Balance it. Why do we have to be like, oh, it's all women? Because if you don't put women in it, you're misogynistic. I'm getting tired of that trope. I am getting really, really tired of that trope. Y'all don't know how to do balance shit? Three guys, three girls. Done. Three guys, three girls, one member of the LGBTQ. Done. And then you can check off that box double by making one of the women African American. We already got that, don't we? What's the problem? Why do we make mountains out of molehills? Why do we create BS out of cow head? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to. Hey, yo, what's up, bro? All female X teams that work in comics because there's multiple X books. That's not the case here. Oh, trust me. I am well aware that ain't the case, Steve. It's a thing where you're trying. Well, when I say you, let me stop saying you. Let me say who it is. Disney and Marvel Studios are trying to project this image of being something that they are not. diversified. They're not inclusive. They're not. And the inclusion they want to have is so unnecessary. Okay? There is no need to cater continuously to women. Just focus on what that is. Juju, what's up? Focus on what it is. Okay, it's the X-Men, but there are women in the X-Men. Are you that damn offended that they're called the X-Men that you want them to become women? There are women in the damn X-Men. Stop the cat. Why is it called the X-Men? Because that's what it's called. It's called the X-Men. Deal with it. We don't call the Army the Women's Army. We don't call the Navy the Women's Navy, the Men and Women's Navy. You know it's the Army and there's women in it. You know it's the Navy and there's women in it. Same thing. But y'all need y'all egos stroked, or whoever, or Marvel is kissing imaginary ass because they think somebody somewhere gonna be upset if they called a movie the X-Men. That part right there, D. Balance eludes they acid. Yeah, oh, we gotta go overboard. Overcompensate. Why overcompensate? Why? That's the question I'm asking. I mean, y'all done seen all of these articles that's talking about X-Men to be women dominant, X-women. Why? We already know Marvel and Disney are phony as a fucking $3 bill. Why are they trying to do this song and dance and be like, hey, see, we including the women? Stop that shit. You know what I mean? It's disingenuous. And you can see the disingenuity flowing out of it. It's terrible. Storm, Jean, Rogue, Cyclops, Wolverine, Iceman. But straight though. I know. That just ruined everything in my world when they was like, we making Iceman game. Not that I got anything against the LGBT community. Just if you want a gay character, create a gay character. Don't take an already established character and make it gay. We've had this conversation before. We need some more African Americans women. Keita, you so African Americans yourself because you put S on the end of American. I absolutely love that. Like that white comedian, what's his name? Oh my God. It eludes me. Anyway, he does not have an S on his name, and people put S's on his name. I forget the guy's name. I see him. He's in my head right now. Used to be on Comic View all the time. Got a black wife. All that. Somebody gonna hit me in the comments. 2013 to 15, X-Men Volume 3 had an all-female squad. Yeah, they have had all-female squads more than once. My point is not necessary. Just like you said, there are more X books. So you could take an X book and make it exclusively a female squad. You know, the old Blue Squad, Gold Squad. You could have made one of the squads all female if you wanted to do all that. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you proving? There is nothing to be gained from an all-female X-Men group. And not because we don't want to see an all-female group. Why do we need to see an all-female group? Quiet as kept. We ain't seen a decent rendition of the plain old X-Men yet. Fight me if you think I'm lying. What was an X-Men movie and you said that's great? That reminds me of the comic book. Is Marvel trolling their male fan base? No, I don't think so. I think they are trying to. Have you ever been on the playground? And it's the kid who's a total and complete a-hole. And he's just messing with everybody and hounding and bothering everybody. But then when the teacher come out, oh yeah, Miss Grant, blah, 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 blah. And he's trying to be a model student. That's what Marvel and Disney are doing right now. They're that bully ass kid. Everybody on the playground know they fake as hell. But when the eyeballs they want on them are on them, do that song and dance. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if the X-Men or the X-Women or the X-Ts or X-Thems, you ain't learned from your previous all-female adventure that nobody asked for that and that the shit doesn't work when you do it. Okay, keep bleeding money. Yes, Gary Owen. And people was calling him Gary Owen. Making all-male squad, and yeah, that's absolutely what they're going to do. They're going to freak the F out. They do not want, it's like if you do an all-male thing, you're just somehow violating some unwritten rule that says, you know what I'm saying, you got to include the women. Why do you have to include the women? And I'm not saying don't include the women because I'm being chauvinistic or misogynistic. I'm just saying stick to canon. Where are we going to start out with these X-Men? Are we going to start out at the beginning with blue and gold uniforms? Are we going to start out at the Krakoa adventure where the new X-Men are going to rescue the old X-Men? Are we going to start out at like issue 200 when Magneto became one of the X-Men? Are we going to start out like at Onslaught? We're going to go with that lineup? What lineup of X-Men are we talking about? There are X-Men that you absolutely need in an X-Men movie if you're not doing an origin story that includes the original five. You need Cyclops. You need Storm. You need Wolverine. You need Jean Grey. You need Professor X, of course. Anybody else you can add to those four works, and you don't have to find four women to add to that line. And just like Keita said, we do need more black team. Make Frenzy an X-Men. That will 100% work. Bruh, trust me, they're going to be fighting. Because I'm rhythmic. I got bars. And I'm a spar. And I can do that. Because y'all knew that. I'm going to stop. That was too ABC. I can get more complex with the context if you need me to. But let's just focus on the X-Men, shall we? Like the kid rocking the freshest b-ball gear on the court but can't play. Yeah. Marvel is taking the IPs you grew up with and changing them to pander to a very small fan base, and that pandering is fake empty gestures for the IG crowd. Also true. Been hearing Eric might not show up early on. Mr. Sinister might be there. And you know what? I'm fine with whatever villain they want to put out as long as the villain is formidable. If you really want to do something like that, Hellfire Club. It doesn't have to be the Brotherhood. It could be the Hellfire Club. They're just as formidable. They've caused problems. You know what I mean? And then that could be the introduction of who? Emma Frost, who later becomes the X-Men. We can do it. There's a bunch of ways to do it. It can be done respectfully. Just don't make the mistake of thinking there are fake woke people who are going to be upset if you don't. That is true. Yeah. Or I'd even, Mutant Liberation Front. If we wanted to go that route, you could do that. Man, the X-Men are in no way, shape, or form lacking for representation on the antagonist front. I mean, you could literally insert Sentinels and Nimrod and have a bomb-ass movie. Or you wouldn't have to go Nimrod. You could just go Master Mode. You know what I'm saying? And man, y'all got infinite possibilities. I'm not worried about who they're going to be up against unless you just are that stupid and put somebody in there and they be like, let's make the villain Trevor Fitzroy and don't put Bishop in the movie. Let's make the villain Strife, but don't put Cable in the movie. Let's make the villain the Juggernaut and give him no connection whatsoever as Charles Xavier's stepbrother. The Imperial Guard are just aliens invading. There are ways to F that up. Trust me. They can screw it up royal. But I am hoping, I ain't gonna hope. Because you know what? I ain't tripping. They until they do right by T'Challa, ain't nothing y'all can do to make me give y'all my paper. Hellfire Club for the win. Hellfire would work. I mean, that's a very neutral but potent threat. You know what I mean? Hiding this ain't in plain sight. Leland, Sebastian Shaw, Emma Frost, Donald Pierce, man, and then they got soldiers. I mean, Jason Wingard is optional, but I mean, if you wanted to replace Jason Wingard with Minkala, if you don't want to dive off into that Dark Phoenix thing. You know what I'm saying? And quiet as kept, you shouldn't have a Hellfire Club if you don't address the Phoenix part of it first. So, Count Nefaria. We can bring Count Nefaria into the MCU and have it pop up superpowered later in the Avengers franchise. See, that makes too much sense. See, you have to have turned a few pages to know how that connects. And no stupid jumpsuit costumes for the female characters. Let them be accurate to the comics. Yeah, skin tight's already skin tight. Yeah, I mean, everybody go ahead. We done introduced the concept of costumes. So costumes do not seem as ridiculous as they did in 2000. In 2000, you came out in a colorful costume and you wasn't Spider-Man. Black. Gangster. Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was wearing black. Black leather, even better. Have you ever worn black leather? Do you know how the hell that feels? To this very day, I do not understand why when a lot of black comedians get that one bomb ass special, they put on leather. That shit's hot as hell to be in on stage with all kind of lights on you and you in leather. In leather? Hot balls. Sweaty ones. That's it. You didn't see no other superheroes with their colorful costumes. Because even in X-Men, they make fun of it in that first X-Men movie. What did you expect? Yellow and blue spandex? Yeah, fool! That's what I expected. Please stay. No, don't stay. Get the out of here. We do not need that. Everybody walk around all stiff. Ain't nobody fight Wolverine like that. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, leather's supposed to work. Yeah, y'all need to go ahead and drop it. And then they did that with the comic book. I think it was the Cassidy run. They made their costumes gold and black leather. Suffice to say, I do not understand why. I do understand because Red Fox once had a comedy routine on one of his comedy albums when I would sneak into the living room and listen to them when my mother was at work. Ugly kids come from ugly parents. If you don't believe it, follow an ugly MF home and see if two ugly MFs don't greet him at the door. That was going on with X. Okay, we know what's waiting for us at the finish line, but they gonna bleed it out to its illogical conclusion, and try to tell us something ridiculous, like they always try to tell us something ridiculous. Okay, I'm excited for X-Men, but I'm not excited for that. Not like that. Not if you're going to, but go ahead, do what you do. Keep bleeding money. Keep bleeding money. Keep bleeding. Man. Okay. Later for X women. Next topic of the discussion. Okay. Last night on the dual live Theo and I did, there was a conversation and there was a question asked. Do I think Iron Fist should be Asian or half Asian? Or not Asian at all? Iron Fist is a white character foisted into an Asian profile. He's a martial arts master. But guess what? That guy facing him is also touted as a martial arts master and one of the top fighters in all of Marvel. And he's went toe to toe with Captain America's and Black Panthers and you name it, and kind of held his own in most cases. What's the difference between them two cats? In my opinion, what's the difference between Matthew Murdock and Daniel Rand? other than their power sets. They're both white martial arts masters. But because Daniel Rand is in a Chinese-oriented set, we overlook the fact that they are the exact same thing, power sets notwithstanding. But we give Daniel Rand a harder time because Daniel Rand's mythos is more blatant with it. And Daredevil's background is more plausible. But I ask you, do Stick and Jack Murdoch train better than Lee Kung the Thunderer? White martial artist is a white martial artist is a white martial artist. When Iron Fist came out, Chuck Norris was the only white martial artist that anybody cared about in movies. You had John Saxon, but John Saxon, even though he is a martial artist, he looks like he ain't when you see Bruce Lee. So we gonna share about this. We gonna talk about it. Generic white guy hero is a trope. I agree with that, Kamoyo. Generic white guy is a trope, but does generic white guy have to be a martial artist? Generic white guy could get the power of the Iron Fist and then learn martial arts later? Why do we go so hard on Danny Rand? Because Danny Rand, in his situation, seems like culture appropriation, whereas Matthew Murdoch's, while it's doing the same thing, it just does it in a respectful way that ain't offending no demographic or ethnicity or fans who believe that should fall in the mold that it's supposed to fall in. Kunlun is an actual place in Chinese mythology. Lee Kung, the Thunderer, is an actual being in Chinese mythology. UT, Chinese mythology. Maybe that's the slap in the face that people can't deal with. You can have your white martial. Oh. I would be remiss if I did not mention Bruce Wayne and Val Armour over in DC. White martial artists that we accept because of the way they're supposed to have gained their martial arts power. But I say to you, even though there ain't no Chinese mythology involved in the origin of Daredevil, Karate Kid, or Batman, they doing the same thing Daniel Rand's story's doing. How are they not? A white dude that knows 127 different martial arts. Mastered. Not a little bit of each of them. Mastered. A guy who knows martial arts from different planets all over the universe. To me, that's worse than Iron Fist. I saw a comic book and I did a video about it. Karate Kid chopped a mountain. Oh, but we just go, Karate Kid chopped a mountain. Come on, man. We can't pick and choose what's blasphemous. Theo says the reason why I don't have an Iron Fist, there's a lot of redundancy between Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Moon Knight. Yeah. But I would say Daredevil and Iron Fist more than Moon Knight, because Moon Knight is more, well, we talking about the Egypt thing, but I'm just on martial arts in general. But I feel what you're saying. Matt Murdock got enhanced by his accident. What that got to do with learning martial arts? And then his senses got enhanced. It ain't saying nothing about his brain power or his capacity to learn. So, yeah, I see that. I see where we're going. But yeah, I ain't. Nah. If Danny was the first Iron Fist in the lore, that would be sus, but he's not. Exactly. But we did not learn, we did not get to see that legacy for decades. We knew Iron Fist was a mantle, but we never saw any of the other people who carried that mantle until the Matt Fraction run? The Warren Ellis? The Immortal Iron Fist? Is that the first time we saw another Iron Fist outside of Steel Serpent? I think it was. Or somewhat, well, Steel Serpent technically wasn't even an Iron Fist. He usurped the power from Danny. So, and he didn't even look aged, but he was the son of Lee Kun. So, yeah, a lot of inconsistencies. That's the point of the trope. The white guy can learn martial arts and be the chosen one. White savior syndrome. White savior syndrome. Matt came up as an Irish Catholic boxer, so his storyline jives. Yeah and no. It started with boxing, but in a very short period of time, Matt Murdock became a martial arts master. So, and Matt Murdock was matching fists with Iron Fist long before they started to turn him into this martial arts master that he is now. So Matt was holding his own with Iron Fist in contest of champions. And he wasn't no super martial arts stick-ass guy then. We just learned about stick, if I'm not mistaken. Around that time, early 80s? Nah, I don't even think we found out who Stick was. Matt was just a boxer. And Iron Fist even makes reference to that when they fight. Daredevil fights like a heavyweight boxer. But he changed up his style that drastically to where now all we know him for is being a ninja in red, more or less. Don't get me wrong, I ain't knocking Daredevil. I'm just saying, look at the similarity. All the Steven Seagal characters. And I might also point out too that Steven Seagal is the biggest damn fraud in the world. You know, I know Val was white. I never viewed him as such. I kind of always saw him as either Asian or biracial to the least. Regardless of what they said, never accepted him as white. They retconned it, yes. They retconned it to a point where he was half Asian, and then they retconned it again to where he was 100% Asian, to the point where they even gave him the Q and the bald head thing going on like Wong Fei Hung. So, yeah, okay, I'll go with that. Bruce Wayne traveled the globe studying all fighting styles. No, that is inaccurate, D. Steezel. Bruce Wayne traveled the globe mastering all fighting styles. Because if you look up any kind of wiki about Batman or Bruce Wayne, it does not say he's proficient in martial arts. It does not say he is trained in martial arts. It says he mastered. That in and of itself is ludicrous. I studied 2 martial arts. I haven't mastered them. So maybe I just ain't smart as Bruce Wayne. Yes, he did. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere, Elektra popped up, and then all of a sudden he knew martial arts, and then Stick popped up, and all of a sudden Stick was his teacher, and bruh, plot armor. Was his radar sense why he can move like that? No. No. His radar sense tells him where and how to move, but it's not because of how. It's not the reason he moves the way he moves. All it is a replacement for vision, and arguably an enhanced replacement for vision. Okay? I don't even have a 3D image of a room I'm in. Even when my back is turned, I know what's in the room. Yeah. The best black martial artists in DC and Marvel are T'Challa, Bronze Tiger, Eddie Brown, Night Thrasher, and Misty Knight. Right? Unless you know of some more black martial artists that haven't been included, that's almost an oxymoron in comics. Black martial artists. I know that's what you meant, but I'm being dramatic. Let me be dramatic, Dave. That's my job. Drama. Bronze Tiger and Bruce Wayne learn from some of the same masters. But you don't see Bronze Tiger over here talking about, I know 127 different martial arts, but can still kick Bruce Wayne's ass. So what was all that 127 martial arts for? Any given day, bro. Yeah, we talk about how easily random groups of heroes whip the hand on the regular. The hand is who they put in a comic book when you want some martial arts and some fodder. Gorgon is the only person in the hand I ever seen outside of the Shadowland Daredevil just be out there handing folks their heads. And that's what I was telling Theo, and I think it was somebody who's in chat here that asked that question about should Iron Fist be Asian, or do I think he should be Asian or half, or whatever it was. Backstory. It was the 70s. It was 74. Kung Fu movies were in style. You could literally go to a movie theater, pay $1 and see like 3 martial arts movies in the 70s, sometimes more than that. But the point of the matter is that's all Marvel was doing. They were capitalizing on the martial arts craze. You had Shang-Chi, you had Iron Fist, you had Sons of the Tiger, you had Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. So they were banging out martial arts stuff non-stop. So Iron Fist, they needed a white statement. You know, let's put Iron Fist in Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Let's put Iron Fist in Marvel Premiere. Oh, they like Iron Fist. Let's give Iron Fist his own comic. So, I mean, it's by design. It's not random. Because if you really, really, really wanted to make Iron Fist that dude, you would have patterned him after Bruce Lee. Daniel Rand could have been half Asian. Why did we have to make him blonde hair and blue eyes? You give him Misty. I'm still pissed off about that. Because when they first met each other, Misty was trying to whoop his ass. Case of mistaken identity. Typical Marvel trope. Exactly. Gorgon ain't no joke. He had hands for Wolverine. Yep. That part. Yeah. Marvel pulled a Pat Boone. That reference might go a lot of people's heads. For those that don't know, Pat Boone is an entertainer who is a professional fighter. Does Pat Boone have anything original? I don't think he does. But yeah, that would take a white guy and hurt him and give him some stuff that ain't his, and then try to make it. That about the gist of Pat Boone. Come on, yo. You know what I'm saying? Is he still alive? Y'all ready for a different tune? Let's try this one out. Try to do it. Mellow, laid back, nothing serious, just mellow and laid back. And let me give y'all a quick message. Yeah, I like it. You can bug out to it. Yeah, the appropriator. Okay, great approves. Well, and a lot of them, that's what they were designed for, to be interim music, or just kind of, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I was thinking about doing the SoundCloud thing, and you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody see me on SoundCloud, so if I spit some stuff in the whack, then they'll never see me. Oh, yeah, I got beats, y'all. I got lots of beats. Where we at? Man, we running through it tonight. 45 minutes. Ooh, I might even have time to do some underbuck things. That's still alive. He said he's still kicking. Is he still stealing people's shit? Look here, y'all. Now, what I want to talk about is not the Marvels per se, but the lack of success of the Marvel and what it portends. I was sent an article by the one and only Ashura. I told y'all that. And I told y'all I was going to put it up here. And I was, this is what was right there. Okay, look at it. Screen Rant had an article like 2 days ago that said it was called 10 Lessons Marvel Needs to Learn from the Marvel's Record Box Office Disaster. And a lot of them things is stuff that they should have been observing a long time ago. Like, for instance, number 10 is building new hero teams. Isn't simple. Why would you take 3 characters who have never been together before cinematically and just, it'll work. It's gonna work. We're gonna make it work. That's not going to work. Then number 9 was MCU movies are becoming too repetitive. Formulaic. Insert a little humor. Okay. tired of this shit. What else you got? After Eternals, I was not willing to deal with them directly anymore. Because it was like, that is just effing terrible. That's not Icarus. That's not Cersei. That's definitely not Faster. You know, you gender swapping and making people things that they aren't, and then you ain't even getting the core shit right. But you keep following the same unsuccessful formula. Why? And I done did videos on the villain problem. Okay? Crappiest villains ever. Trash ass villains. And then you kill them. So they don't even get any development or growth. The only villain you allowed to be developed into anything in the MCU was Loki. Well, Kang probably had the potential to develop into something, but you know, we all know how that goes. And so because of that, they just abandoned it. You gonna recast Kang? You know what I'm saying? My man Buckmeister, he been on talking about, well, if y'all gonna recast Kang, then y'all need to recast T'Challa. You getting rid of Kang because of the actor. You getting rid of T'Challa because of the actor. What the? Did they get rid of the Flash because of Ezra Miller? One has nothing to do with the other. Stop fucking being emotionally invested in shit all the time. This is about money. It's about the bags, man. Put all that other shit to the side and keep it a buck. No pun intended. Marketing. Why do you market heavier for some movies than you do others? And in some cases, you don't market for some shit at all. And wonder why it didn't succeed. Or you put too much marketing into a trash project that didn't succeed. Well, I guess they ain't gonna lie. How many years you been doing this? At least, or close to it. Character development. How much development goes into a character before you go, here is Echo? How much character development went into Echo? How much character development went into America Chavez? How much character development went into Riri Williams? You're chucking them out at them. You're just throwing them. You're just throwing them out there. And it's like, who is Riri Williams? Who is America Chavez? Who is these female characters that you keep constantly bombarding us with? Because you sure in the hell ain't bombarding us with no male. Not that I'm being chauvinistic or misogynistic, just a fact. Two wrongs don't make it right, feminists. Why can't we dwell equally? Black Widow had a whole movie. We didn't say nothing. What y'all here talking about at the time, man? Oh, damn. You welcome to die. Monica needed a solo show, and Ms. Marvel should have been saved for Young Avengers. I'll do you one better, Kamoyo. Monica needed a solo show, and Ms. Marvel didn't even be around yet. Just my thought. You're trying to cash in on what you think's popular, and Kamala Khan ain't it. She's not. You know what I'm saying? In the comics, she's a presence. Competitive is an understatement. Eternal stuck eternally. Tired of sympathetic you villain. Why can't more straight up? Hence the word villain. I play villains in plays. Let me tell you what people like about villains. People, like Paul Martin said, people like villains who be either straight up evil trash or heroes that went shockingly wrong. Those are the best kind of villains. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you try to make me sympathetic towards your villain, it doesn't work, fam. It don't work. It won't work. It never has worked. Okay? The MCU also, in the first 3 phases, their stories were interconnected beautifully. Phases 4 and 5, from what I can see, what I'm reading, what I'm hearing about, they don't sound like they're very connected. It's like they lost that connective material. You know why that connective material has been lost? Because they're more focused on hitting the nail on the head for people to like them versus actually doing good storytelling. How do you make all of them stories connect? Easy. Got 3 words for you that will make MCU stories connect better. Read the comment. You don't have no problem connecting stories, man, because you went to the source. Yes, Ultron was lame. Can't throw shit to the wall and see what sticks on a $200 million budget. Yeah, you can. They did it a few times. And that shit didn't stick. Why did they let What If Ultron be evil and scary? Different people made the movie, and then who made the What If series. When you black, you under attack. Like I said, Ice Cube said it best. We behind enemy lines, dog. Now look at it like that. Red Skull was only a threat in one film. He has 0 redeemable qualities, but they made Zemo sympathetic. And freaking Earth the shit out of Red Skull. Made him a damn stone garter. I still don't see the logic in sidelining T'Challa. He's a proven billion-dollar character on his own. That's just stupid. A rookie executive wouldn't have made a decision. Yeah, but somebody who saw that a black man with power is too dangerous to put in cinema and tell a story. Also dumb, except for wasting effort, busting Hydra bases, and the Lygos mission. They treated Avengers like an Olympic all-star team instead of ongoing heroes. Well, for a second, I almost kind of equated the lineup of the Avengers in Captain America Civil War to Cap's Spooky Quartet because they were almost like that. that was not a powerful version of the Avengers minus the Vision. But then in the 60s when the Vision came along, he kind of upped their power quotient a little bit. I thought that was going to happen, but yeah. All them kids need to be only on Disney Plus. Ghost, Garbin, Kang, High Evolutionary, and the Grim Reaper cast all race and or gender swapped villain. Ghost is race and gender swapped. Garbin, definitely gender swapped. Kang, race swap. High Evolutionary, race swap. Grim Reaper, race swap. Yeah. Wouldn't you love it if Dr. Doom was a female? Victoria Von Doom. Might as well make that happen. You're fucking everything else up. Which is why Ms. Marvel can be reserved for a young Avengers TV show. Frankly, they want to do it. That's what I hear. Very moment. They tried to make Thanos a ball character. He should have just been a nihilist, in my opinion, just like he was when he first came out. Thanos was Marvel's answer to Darkseid. It was a very lackluster answer. Casuals thought that Steve Rogers was a good man, yet other than Red Skull, you mean they couldn't vibe that any of the other villains were just bad people? I don't get it. But it's very easy to call a Nazi bad, Paul, and no one would do it. Black people are disposable villains in the MCU. Yeah. That's my point. And other than them needing to change their formula, ease up on the comedy and get some better CGI, and recast T'Challa. Because you're recasting everybody around T'Challa, you recast everybody that you can recast and tell a story, but you won't tell that story. And nobody finds that strange other than me and Buckmeister and Theo and the people in this chat. Nobody else. We're gonna get rid of that dude, and we're not gonna explain shit here. Just deal with it. Just deal with it. It ain't gotta make sense. That's basically what they do. Just roll with it. Our decisions don't have to make sense. We're the stale-ass MCU, and we're going to continue to stay the stale-ass MCU because we stuck in our ways like an old grandma that don't want to get up and take her diabetes medicine. So you go sit in that spot and stagnate and get rotten, and people going to forget about it. Because quiet is kept, they are forgetting that. People gonna forget about the MCU and rock with the MonsterVerse, with these live action animes that are coming out. Yeah, they done slipped and shit, slid down a razor blade into a pool of alcohol. Gasoline draw in hell. Just sea walking in them joints. Gangster, oh, get you gangster. That's what they do. And it seems like they don't care. Like, fuck it, it's money. This beat is giving my 18-inch sub a nice break in. I'm going to say pause anyway. but you enjoy that. Emanating like a wet fart, cold weather. I know a little something about that. Not personal, but I do know a little something about it. Who is Barry? Wow, long time no hear from. Don't tell us who you think should be recast as T'Challa. I don't care what anyone says. Oops, I'm reading about. I don't care what anyone says. There are ways to make an Earth-based villain team like Zodiac in the MCU and not whack. So far, from what I can see, the MCU's attempt at making a team of villains begins and ends with She-Hulk. The Wrecking Crew. What team of supervillains has been on the screen? And don't say the Black Order, because the Black Order ain't a team of supervillains. The Black Order worked for Thanos. Ain't been no team of supervillains. Why does Marvel not want to have a team of supervillains? Shoot yourself in the foot. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. Why won't you do it? My theater room sounds like Godzilla and Kong. Yes. Thank you. Okay, look here, y'all. Wait, somebody said something. Not a team per se. We've had AIM. Missed the perfect opportunity for her. As well as Master Review. That Intelligentsia was not the Intelligentsia. We have yet to see the Intelligentsia. Now, you guys know good and well that AIM was not freaking AIM. That wasn't AIM. That's just the comic book version of the manga. That fall would have been the perfect team for the Avengers to square off against. Squadron Sinister, that would have been perfect. We would have introduced Nighthawk. You'd had Dr. Spectrum. You'd have had another Easter to deal with. And you'd have had IQ. And if I'm not mistaken, some of the Squadron Sinister went on to become Avengers. So, all right there, if you read the comics. But if you mandate that nobody read comics and nobody work with people who do read comics or are in the comic industry, that's how you put it. I mean, how does nobody look up and be like, what? When these fools announce that? We ain't dealing with nobody in the comic book industry or who reads comics, but we gonna keep making comic book based movies. We ain't dealing with nobody in agriculture or anybody who has anything to do with agriculture, but we're gonna keep making vegetables. That still blows my mind. They had the jumping off point to introduce an organized crime sponsored villain super team to retaliate with the bark as Roman. They don't read comics. Ultron murked Baron von Strucker off screen. There goes your Hydra. Their rendition of Adam Warlock showed nobody there breathed. Facts. Other than him coming out of a cocoon, that's the only, and being gold, that's the only similarity he had to Adam Warlock. The only similarity he had to Adam Warlock. His personality, nothing like Adam. Arguably, the look wasn't even Adam Warlock. Then why did you put something on his head when it wasn't a soul gem? You don't read the topic. That's not. Countess Val should be Hydra. Countess Val should be Nick Fury's queen. Missed opportunity. We just gonna give him a scroll, honey. We gonna give him a scroll jump off. UFOs who made their debut in the pages of the Hulk. Yeah. Doable. Guardians of the Galaxy video game added to more life. Video games always get it right until you put them on. What a liar. Name 10 successful movies based on video games. And be careful, I got my smartphone right here. You can look up right away if they're successful. By and large, movies based on video games are not always successful. That's what it is. Hence my point. You see what I'm saying? Hence my point, D. Anything other than a scroll wife. Anything other than a scroll wife would have worked. Or a scroll, whatever she was. His squeeze, his babe, whatever she was. Wife, scroll, whatever. So unnecessary. And so out of canon. But that's what they do, right? That's what they do, right? Okay. Last chit chat, y'all. Unless you want to do Q&A. Last chit chat is what we're gonna get. Are there any movies based on video games that are actually good? I do not know about y'all, but I like Sonic the Hedgehog. This last Mario Brothers game, not bad. I mean, movie, not bad. I mean, it paid a lot of fan service to the previous game, so that was fun. But look how long they've been making video games for years. Did you know it was a video game movie about House of the Dead? 3 Blood Rain movies? I'm sorry, 4. And then we ain't even gonna talk about Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. A lot of them was horrible. Yeah, that's what I said. Sonic. Ray, you like the 1995 Mortal Kombat? The fight between Johnny Cage and Scorpion was kind of cool. And the fight between Liu Kang and Reptile was cool. Other than that, and then nobody really got fatality. So, yeah. Oh, he blew up. He exploded. Yeah. Guilty pleasure. I like the new Mortal Kombat better than the old. But that's not easy. I mean, that's not hard to do. Because, yeah. Street Fighter the movie. That's just a franchise sitting there, man. That somebody can do good. It ain't gonna take much to make a good Street Fighter movie. It's better fan-made Street Fighter movies than that shit they made in the 90s. The Last of Us, technically, Paul, a series, not a movie. But yes, entertaining. Where's Madden the movie? Used to come on every Sunday on CBS. When John Madden used to go, oh yes, he went over here and then he went back there and boom, right back to the John Madden was on for years. Live action Tekken was awful. Yes, both of them, because they had the nerve to get that shit a sequel. Now, the animated movie, much better. Much better. Bloodlines, I think it was called. But yeah, now that we're done naming off bad video game movies, boom! Let's talk about Tuskegee Heirs being an anime. Now, before y'all say anything, here's what I want to say. When somebody brought that up, guess what I did? I went, I talked to my man's in there, Greg Burnham. Turns out, it done been on the creator's mind. So much so that the creator has done a little bit of research. And what I was told by Mr. Burnham was, I asked, what would need to happen for there to be a Tuskegee Heirs anime? And I'm reading the conversation. He said to me, well, first he liked my comment. Then he said to me, approximately $5 to $8 million for 4 to 6 episodes. Now, my question to you, Rock with me. I know my man Greg, and I know Greg legit. Does this sound like something we get behind? Would y'all be down? Well, I know I would. Period. I mean, I absolutely adore it. I rides with my man. You feel me? I rides with him. Okay, I got the Philadelphia half-life up. All right. I rides with him. Search for Stodica, that's him too. You know what I'm saying? So, can we help put that man on? if he get a Kickstarter going or a GoFundMe or something like that, can we show that man some love? If that's a project he wants to partake of, I would love to see a Tuskegee Heirs anime. Yes, I knew you did. 46 episodes or 4 to 6 episodes. So 4, 5, 6. Top. Yeah, 46 episodes. Damn, I'd have been like, yeah, I want to help right. So, 4 to 6 episodes, we gonna do that. If he can get $8 million. Busy, man. Busy, man. The boy making moves, bruh. The boy making moves. Okay. Ray, she's my all-time favorite character. I was like, y'all got the chick from Smallville. But that's my thing, y'all. If we want to rock with the man, if we want to see that, when I step up and say start contributing, I don't want to hear nothing. When I step up and say let's rock with the man, I'm gonna put my money where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just gonna be no lip service, because I know he's gonna come through with a quality product. He always do. He's been rocking with Marvel. He rocked with DC now. You know, he rocked independent. So I would say, man, get behind the dude. Get behind the dude. I done did interviews with him. I mean, I done talked to him outside of media. And he a good brother, man. He a real one. So I think it would be a great idea to support him. And we always talk about supporting Black in this film anyway. So let's support. Let's support. That's all I'm saying, fam. Show would be dope and cool. Show would be dope and cool. It show would be dope. All right, kiddies. Q&A time. Q&A time. Q&A time. You got questions you want me to answer? You got questions you need answered? You got questions you was thinking about and just go, hey, D, blah, 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 blah. It's time to go, blah, 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 blah. So, as Pat Benatar used to say back in the day, hit me with your best shot, fire away. What we got? Yeah. They almost look like Huey and Riley, a couple of them. Abel and Ayana, and a couple of them look like they need to be on the profile. How should Majors restart his career? That is a very good question. Lay low for a little bit. Lay low for a little bit. Let it die down. And then just, get back at it. There have been stars who have fallen from grace and just was like, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna lay down, be quiet for a little while. I ain't gonna make no waves. I ain't gonna make no suicide threats. I ain't gonna mess with no crazy white women. I'm just gonna go below the radar, maybe settle down for a little while, get together with Megan, maybe have a kid, show people that you are actually legitimately trying to change the stick or be the person that people think you aren't. Do you have more groups and bands in your music collection or more superhero team books? I have more groups and bands in my music collection. Because I'm thinking about it, and that's only like 5, 6 superhero groups I really fool with on the regular. So yeah, definitely more groups and bands in my music collection than superhero team books. Very good question, Mark. One DC character you think Majors could play? For me, it's Jackson King, aka Italian. DC character Jonathan Majors could play. Size and build. We're talking about him not bulking up. Ty-Rock! Ty-Rock! That's who Jonathan Majors can play in the DC universe. Or Mal Duncan. You like that one, huh, Dick? How much would it cost to outsource the animation at one of the big anime studios? EMS here or Madhouse Studios. That grade is another very good question. I would have to I don't know how much it would cost me personally. Is that something that you need right now? But now you got me curious, and now I want to do some research for Greg if he hasn't done it already. Throw some numbers at him, and who knows? Maybe I can. Ooh, y'all. If I invested in Tuskegee Heirs and it took off, oh yeah, I'm gonna holler at my man. Okay. Do any of y'all read superhero prose novels? No. I do not. Should I? Not right. Dad. Not right now. I'm just asking. Okay, but I will do that because now you got my wheels turning. And see, that's what these things are said. They outsource anyway, so probably would need to deal with them anyhow. I need to see more of us out here. More of us. Oh. Okay. Anything else, y'all? You got nothing else for me? Oh, holla, holla. Holla, holla. Oh, holla, holla. Anything else? Anything else? That was hold the space. You know what I mean? Hold the space. I like this. But then that would require the hiring of animators versus outsourcing animation. The deal about to start singing. Create the story, create the characters, then outsource the Perhaps. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. You know what? If y'all want to, one day, if y'all really want to sit down in a room and have that conversation with the people we need to have that conversation with, there are people in the comments that can vouch that I know how to get a bunch of people into a room and have them talk about what we need to talk about to move the needle, as it were. So if we trying to make that happen, we can make that happen. Y'all let me know what y'all want. Look at it, y'all. It is that time. I thank y'all for enjoying the hangout, for enjoying hanging out with me, for staying. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cue my music and I'm gonna slide on up out of here. Okay. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. Paul, Martin, Kamoyo Kid, Diesel, Gray, Keita. Shit, who else up in here? Carl. Okay, Carl. Hey, Carl. Welcome to the dance. Glad you pulled up. Rashad's Corner. Glad you pulled up. Louis Berry. Glad you made it back in. Welcome back to the game, baby boy. And that's it, right? That's it. Yep, that's it. I think I got everybody. That is totally it. I'm going to get up out of here. I think I might go shopping, do a little more shopping. It's started like 7. So yeah, I can still dip out and grab a couple things before the night's the night. Y'all keep rocking with me, man. I am 8 away from 500. So I am going to be able to start monetizing soon. When I start monetizing, we're going to have these little exclusive things going on, and y'all ain't going to want to miss out on it. But that's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones, another live. And until then, y'all be good to each other. Cue the music.